Imagine waking up in the 1800s. No Wi-Fi, no DoorDash, no showers, no deodorant, no antibiotics, and no, your TikTok followers are not coming with you. Welcome to the 19th century, where everything smells like horses, diseases are considered hobbies, and fun means slowly dying of dysentery on the Oregon Trail. Today, we're diving into exactly why living in the 1800s would absolutely, unequivocally suck. People in the 1800s treated personal hygiene the way we treat taxes. Confusing, annoying, and better ignored. Bathing? That was a rare treat reserved for special occasions like weddings or plagues. Toothpaste? Homemade sludge made of chalk and charcoal. Mouthwash? Whiskey. Toothbrushes were often shared. You heard me. Shared. Between humans. Like some kind of cursed communion. And deodorant? Please. People smelled like stress and boiled cabbage. They used perfumes to cover the stink, not remove it. So they all just marinated in their own historical funk. Feeling sick? In the 1800s, you had options. Leeches, bleeding, opium, whiskey. A gentle walk in the fresh air until your fever killed you. Doctors were basically guessing with confidence. Anesthesia was still new, so surgeries happened while you were awake and screaming, surrounded by sweaty men with hacksaws. And germs hadn't even been discovered yet, so if a doctor washed his hands, it was by accident. Let's talk food. No refrigeration, no preservatives, no expiration dates, just vibes and prayers. You ate whatever didn't kill you first. Salted meat, mystery stew, and bread so hard it doubled as a self-defense weapon. And food poisoning? A cherished national pastime. Does this milk taste sour? I don't know, but Grandma's already hallucinating, so maybe stop drinking it. Fast food meant your chicken still had feathers, and you had to chase it. You like lights? They didn't have those. You like entertainment? Enjoy watching your neighbour churn butter. No phones, no internet, no Google Maps. If you got lost, you just stayed lost. Want to write a letter to someone? Hope you enjoy waiting 3 months to find out they died of a cough. If you weren't too tired from farming with your entire body for 14 hours, every day. Let's talk about the fits. Corsets that rearranged your organs. Petticoats that could spontaneously combust near open flames. Men wore wool, all the time, in summer. While riding horses, while doing labour, while dying slowly in said wool. And washing clothes was a full-day workout. There was no Tide Pod. There was just a metal tub, raw despair, and maybe some lye if you were feeling fancy. Now let's talk human rights. Or the lack thereof. Women couldn't vote, own property in some places, or wear pants without being tackled. People of colour, just trying to survive systemic oppression, slavery, and colonisation. You basically had 3 life options: be rich and miserable, be poor and dead, or be somewhere in between and wish for a time machine. Planning a trip in the 1800s? Hope you said goodbye to your loved ones because you might not make it back. Trains were bumpy metal tubes that occasionally exploded. Carriages had the suspension of a brick taped to another brick. And don't even think about sea travel unless you enjoy vomiting for 3 weeks straight while a rat eats your boot. Want to go 100 miles? That's a 3-day commitment, a tetanus risk, and a fun little game of who gets cholera first. Oh, and roads? More like mud rivers filled with broken wagon wheels and lost dreams. Ah yes, children. Precious little bundles of joy and typhoid. Kids in the 1800s had 2 jobs: survive and work in a coal mine. That's it. You were either fetching water, tending crops, or getting your fingers caught in machinery. Childhood lasted about 5 minutes. Then it was happy 7th birthday, time to support the family. And parenting styles? More trial by fire than gentle guidance. Literally. Some kids just fell into fireplaces. It was considered character building. There were no car seats, no vaccines, and the toys were either sticks or your imagination, both of which came with a side of emotional neglect. So yes, technically the 1800s were historic and full of important developments. But let's be real, unless you're into poverty, untreated infections, and clothing made of burlap nightmares, there's no reason to go back. Not even for a little Top Hat cosplay. Now go appreciate your running water, and maybe thank a modern toilet. It deserves it. Like and subscribe. Pass forward.